Welcome to the Average Rook. We are still playing The Witcher 3. I've done a little bit of research behind the scenes, so now I know what I need to get for certain little pieces of equipment that I will need for both the contract, Devil by the Well, and for the secondary quest on Death's Bed. I have put it on 2 notepad documents, one over there and one over here, because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to, yeah, I can't really move that. So I will be using both of them for this particular quest. We'll be moving back to On Death's Bed, giving the contract Devil by the Well a bit of a miss for the time being. So we need to brew a dose of Swallow Potion. And for the Swallow Potion, let's just take a look at the Alchemy section. Potions, Swallow. So for this, we will need a Drowner Brain, a Dwarven Spirit, and 5 Celandines. It's gonna take a bit of a while to get these ingredients, but I will be doing that in this episode. I will also tell you of a little ultimatum that I have given myself. I have 15 episodes to try and get through this game as much as I can. After the 15 episodes are up, I will assess the situation and decide whether or not I want to continue this game later on, because after this month, I will be going back to the Resident Evil series, because I do like doing that. If I do like this game, and it's gonna be a bit of a big ask because I really don't like open world games because of all the quests and the thing that I have to do and the fact that I'm doing YouTube. If I approve of this game, then I will come back to this and attempt to finish it in another 15 episodes later down the track. If I don't like it, maybe I will put this onto either stream or just not touch it, but that's kind of the way that I am. So either I like it or I don't, but I will be stopping after 15 episodes, and maybe I'll come back to it afterwards. So now, it is time to find these ingredients. So just give me a minute while I look at this, and then I will cut over to where we need to be next.
3 minutes later.
This is going to be one of the areas that we're going to find a Drowner Brain. As you can see, there's some drowners around. The location that we are at is northeast of the abandoned village. There are some chests over there that we will want to pocket. Because if we can do this, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because some of these chests, I don't know if it's going to be all of them, but there's going to be a manuscript inside some of them. And one of them should be a manuscript for one of the items that we will need later on. Now, I may die on this one, but I am going to give it a shot. I just don't know what is going to be required of me. It's going to be the Silver Sword, of course. So, let's see, which is body sprinter. So which one's the, that's not it. No, this was what I wanted. I probably screwed myself up. So, I need to select, it doesn't look like they, noticed me yet. I think I'm all good. I just gotta remember that, that is probably it. Let's start, swinging. Oh, miss. Okay. Dodging's probably the best way to go. And that's it. I think that was just the 3. So we get the Drowner Tongue and the Drowner Brain. Probably a good idea to loot all of them, just in case. That was the, which was the Witch's Senses, that's it. That's not it. There we go. Alright, I need to loot these corpses, just in case. That is, wait, was that literally it? Can I not loot more? What about, over here? No, he's not lootable. But we can at least loot this stuff. Or it's, oh god, that's explosive. That's explosive. I didn't know that was explosive. Well, I probably could have used that in the fight against the drowners, but whatever. And now we can loot it for the Vellum Longsword, Dark Iron Ore, or Oil, a Harpy Diagram, and Revito Formula. Let's take a look at our inventory for a second. How we doing? We've got 13 out of 60 items. So that's food and drink, that's potions. What is this? Woven Hour. Temporarily lowers the required level of all other items by 2. I don't need that. Okay, so we've got all of this crafting stuff. So we've got Drowner Brain. Let's see what else we've got. Ghoul's Blood, Nilfgaardian Lemon, Phosphorus, Alkahest, Alchemist Powder, White Myrtle Petals. They'll be useful later on. We've got Temerian Rye, Ribleaf, Wolfsbane, and Suent Mushrooms. That might be good enough for us. What about this useful stuff? Can we, Yennefer's Letter, very, okay, I think that might be it. So we need to loot all of the other stuff. There might be something useful in some of them. Okay, unfortunately, that seems to be it for the things, and I didn't get the required manuscript. We did get a Drowner Brain, not the manuscript that I wanted, however. Doesn't matter because there is another area that we can go to. So I'm gonna get onto Roach. Come on, get over to here. So I'm gonna mount onto Roach. I'm gonna cut over to, apparently we need to go south of the ransacked village.
4 minutes later.
Okay, here's another section where we'll be able to fight some drowners and possibly get a manuscript. Although if there's only the one, little, you know what, I'm just gonna strike you. Okay, it's a very short distance. That's a little bit unfortunate. But if this is only gonna be the one chest, then it may be difficult for me to actually, to get the right manuscript that I want. Okay. And that's it. All right, so loot the corpses for a monster in a Drowner Brain. Any more corpses I can loot? Is that literally it? That's a little bit unfortunate. But what about this treasure? There's 2 chests. So, Vicovaro Blade, turns to the magic item. Less of those. Diagram Disclair. Manuscript page, Maribor Forest. Now, what about this one? Kaidwini Gambison. Padded Pearl. Diagram Slit Bolt. Torn out page, Ancient Leshen Decoration. That's unfortunately not what I particularly want. And unfortunately, that might be it. But let's take a look at our inventory anyway. Maybe we might be able to equip some stuff onto us. So can we compare items? Compare. So what we've got currently now is the Witch's Steel Sword. This has apparently more damage. Let's see, Witch's Steel Sword, Villain Longsword Steel Sword. That has a lot more damage. Ours currently has armor piercing. Vicaro, adrenaline point gain. We might equip this. And now, is that all we have for silver? We only have steel swords, we don't have silver stuff. Which is a bit unfortunate. Now, what's the quality of our things? That's 70%, that's 88%. Can we use this on anything? The weapons repair kit. So the steel sword, 88, that has more, so we use it on this. So how's it looking right now? It is 85%. That's not bad, but we might want to use it on something. Now, what about this? There's light and medium. Resistance, piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage. Resistance to element. For the time being, we could equip this on ourselves. Or at least sell it at some point. What about this? Hunting boots, light armor. No, it's not worth it. Okay, so I wasn't able to find the manuscript that I want. But at least we were able to get some not dwarven brains, drowner brains. One other thing we do need to get that's dwarven is a dwarven spirit. We will need to go back to the White Orchard for that, so I will cut over there immediately.
2.5 minutes later.
Okay, one thing I didn't notice while we were at the inn for the White Orchard, there is a stash box over here. We can store all the stuff that we want to store into here, and it will apparently carry over into other stash boxes. So we can probably just store all of this stuff, because I don't think we necessarily need it. Split bolts, crossbow bolts. We can probably keep those just in case. But I will store this, and I will store this. I might want to sell it later on. Maybe. We'll sell it later. I just can't be bothered doing so right now. Alright, but we do need to purchase some stuff. So, we'll talk to
Someone else
Elsa.
will be needing.
I don't know if it's Elsa that I need to talk to. Let's see.
Got anything interesting under the counter?
Depends what you're after. Have a look.
Okay, let's see what we got. So, what have we got here? We've got Gwent cards. Don't necessarily need the Gwent cards right now. So there's Redanian Herbal, Mahakaman Spirit, Dwarven Spirit. That's exactly what we need. We only need 1. That might have been a bit of a mistake. Actually, while I'm here, I could sell some of this stuff. So while I'm here, I'm going to go back to my stash. I'm going to get some stuff out, sell it, and then we're going to move on to an area where we need to pick up some celadine.
5 minutes later.
Okay, I didn't find any celandine yet, but there is another thing I need to grab. This is Arenaria. I'm gonna need that for one of the oils that I use, I believe, for when I deal with the Noon Wraith in the contract Devil by the Well. So I should look around to see if I can find any more of this. Apparently we need to look through the, apparently it's a common ingredient. We need to look through the fields in White Orchard between here and the herbalist house, which according to the world map is right all the way over there. So we do have a bit of looking that we can do. Oh, here we go. Here's some celandine. Here's some more celandine. Pick that up. Is that some more Arenaria I see? Yes, it is. And I think this is some more Arenaria. I feel like I should pick up some more of those just in case I need to make some more later on. So I will pick up as much as I can. It might grow back later on. Oh, there's some hidden right here. All right, how are we doing for celandine right now? What was that? New item celandine, okay. So according to the crafting, we've got 3 of them. We just need 2 more, and then we should be good to make the potion. Let's look a little bit further towards the herbalist house. Maybe we might be able to find some there. Don't need to deal with the sheep. Oh, I thought that was an enemy over there. I think that was just deer. But there's some celandine right here. We just need 1 more, and then we'll be able to craft that swallow potion. And I think I just found it. There we go. So that should be all of the ingredients. So let's take a look at alchemy. To create an item, you need the right ingredients. Here you can find a description of the item you created. Items you can create are divided into categories. To select the required formula. Move this. We can craft the swallow potion. In order to use an item during gameplay, it must first be equipped using the inventory panel. Well, unfortunately, we don't need to use it. We just need to do our little thing. We need to give the swallow potion. So I'm gonna get onto... Oh, there you are, Roach. Okay, let's cut over straight to the herbalist's house. Okay, we are now here. I think for the next set of ingredients, we could buy them from Tamira. But for now, let us see if we can give our potion. We have to give it straight to, can we give it to Lena? Don't know. What about Tamira?
Yes?
Alright, so, got a potion for Lena.
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
Yes,
We'll
well, let's...
see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply.
Yes.
Works on me immediately. But I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Well, we just wanted to
Decided it
help.
was better than doing nothing.
Exactly.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
Well, thank you. Well, we still don't know if that's gonna do anything. But that is it for us. That's On Death's Bed completed. So we've got, ooh, we've now got a point available to spend in something. I probably won't do that just yet. So we've got 350 experience points. And we've got 50 crowns. That is pretty good. We're probably going to spend those, and we've got some venom extract. Anything else? We've got manuscript page, cursed oil. Okay, well that is good for us. Of sweat and blood. A veil hangs between the world of men, blah, 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 blah. New item received of sweat and blood. Don't know how useful that is. Night Wraith decoration. Noon Wraith decoction, sorry, not decoration. Beast entry added, Night Wraiths. Okay, is that enough for us? Jesus, there's so many things that are being added to our list. Oh, we're done now. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is we need to deal with, not the Beast of White Orchard, not Lilac and Gooseberries. We need to deal with the contract. We're at the right level. We just need to do a little bit more prep before we fight that Noon Wraith. So let me just go back to the guide. I've got it right here. For the contract Devil by the Well. The Noon Wraith, once we summon it, is weak against the Yrden spell or Moondust bombs. I don't think we have the manuscript for Moondust bombs. Let's just check our alchemy for a second. Check bombs. We've got Grape Shot and we've got Summum, but we do not have what we want for that. Significantly limits duration, knockdown, can with stun and blindness. Okay, that doesn't help us at all. So we don't have the manuscript for the moon dust bombs, which would be useful. Unfortunately, we don't have that. But let's check the guide once more. Another thing that we are going to need is Spectre Oil. Now, let me just check. That's not what I wanted. Okay, alchemy substances. Let's check decoctions, oils. So Spectre Oil. Apply to a sword for additional effects in combat, plus 10% attack power versus specters. We're going to need that for the Noon Wraith. So we've got enough of the Arenaria, but what we need is bear fat. We should be able to buy that from Tamira.
Yes?
So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what she sells.
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
All right, let's see what we got. Let's move over to here. So lesser glyph of Quen, white gull, formula for brewing alcohol, dwarven spirit. That'd be pretty useful, but I want to conserve my my crowns. So there's troll decoction and griffin decoction. Taking damage raises damage resistance up to an upper limit for the remainder of the fight. That might be pretty useful later on, but I don't think I'll use that just yet. I see that's Dogtello. I need bear fat. That is bear fat. I only need one of those. So let us just buy one of those. I probably could just find this, but I don't exactly have the time to do it. But now we've got everything.
Farewell.
So now we can move into our alchemy section and craft it. So just get rid of the stupid alchemy substances, get rid of the bombs. Take out the Spectre Oil. So now we've got that in our inventory. So let's see, potions, oils. 20 charges, applied to a sword for additional effects in combat. We probably won't need to use that until we're there. Now, because I did a lot of time on the moving between areas, this will be cut down a little bit, probably. So we can do the contract Devil by the Well before we finish this episode. This might be a bit of a short one, but I think I've got enough. So I'm going to prepare myself, and then we are going to deal with the Noon Wraith.
2.5 minutes later.
Okay, we're now at the abandoned village. I've got out my silver sword. I think I'm going to need that. I've also got the Yrden spell applied. So, the last thing that I need to do is I need to get into my inventory. You have a blade oil in your inventory. To use it, apply it to your sword. Use the select the usable items tab. Select an oil using the left stick and pressing A to choose it. Then choose and confirm which sword you wish to apply the oil to. Let's apply it to the silver sword. That's apparently what you need it for. I will need to bang that into shape at some point. But for now, I think we're good. Now your sword will deal more damage to opponents that are vulnerable to this oil. Unfortunately, I don't even know like how long it lasts, so I'm just gonna have to be a little bit more, I'm just gonna have to be a little bit careful. But I think we're good for now. So now we need to...
Wraith won't stray too far from the well.
Okay, well we need to, see what mushrooms here, we'll pick those up. It's now time to do this. We need to burn the body, and then it's gonna summon that. We're probably going to be screwed. I may die, but we'll just see how far we go. I probably should have saved beforehand. I only saved
bracelet.
I only saved at the
Igni.
We may be screwed. Well, can't worry about it now. Let's get the trap out immediately. Hopefully this won't be too bad.
Hey, I think it worked.
Yep. All right, go, 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 go. Oh, jeez. We're a little bit... Did we do it?
She's gone. For good.
Let's do this. Okay, that's what it does. It's gonna heal up for a little bit. So, is that what we're done? Take a trophy from the noon raid. So how do I do that? Oh, here we go. Loops. Spectre dust, amethyst dust, noon wraith mutagen, light essence. You found a mutagen, use it to enhance your abilities or create a special potion called a mutagen decoction. Open a character panel to learn more. We'll do that later. Light essence, emerald dust, and a noon wraith trophy. So that is done for us. Return to Odolan for a reward. So where is Odolan? Let's go back to the world map. Benby, Broken Bridge. All the way back at White Orchard. I'll cut over there immediately. Hey Odolan, we've done your job. So how about it?
Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe?
Okay,
Your reward,
well,
Master Witcher. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, there's hope for it, at least.
yes, hopefully. Well, I suppose we'll take it.
How about that? Never expected to get a dowry.
Nor did I suppose I'd ever give one to a Witcher. Strange times
Alright,
these,
that's
wouldn't you
20
say?
crowns. It's not
Strange.
many, but
Sad.
all of it is useful. So that's Devil by the Well completed. But that's not necessarily it, despite the fact that it is completed. Now that we've got that little bit of information, let's go straight over to Tamira and tell her about what we found out. Hey, Tamira, we've got something we need to ask you.
Yes?
It's about this little thing about Claire.
Listen, ever heard of a woman named Claire? Lived around here?
Heard of her? A mild way to put it. Claire was a friend. The only person dear to me in all of White Orchard. Until her husband, Volker, quarreled with the lord of the manor. He then gathered the family, moved out into the woods to start a new settlement. The lord and his retinue rode there to convince them to return. They were to be civil. No forcing, no bloodshed. But you saw.
Mm-hmm.
Word is Claire said something about the lord's son, Florian. Something that made the lord furious. But who knows the truth?
Well,
Lots of misfortune for such a small village.
yeah, I suppose.
'Tis so in every village. Even the smallest. You need only ask. But let's not end on a teary note. Here, a bit of solace.
Thank you. Alright, we've got some experience points out of that. And we got some crowns, which is always very nice. Did we get anything else? We got some saltpeter. Okay, now that is going to be useful later on. And we've got some berbicane fruit. I don't know if that's going to be useful later on. Hellebore petals. Anything else? We've got Cordinarius. Wow, that's a lot of stuff that she's giving us. But that is it for us. Now, considering the time, we'll probably stop the episode here. We've got a little bit more to do in the next one. Alright, so we managed to do 2 side quests. We managed to do On Death's Bed, and we managed to do the contract to Devil by the Well. In the next episode, there may be one more side quest I want to do. There was certainly one between White Orchard and a Nilfgaardian settlement, or outpost, or whatever it is. I want to do that one, and then if I'm able to do that in that one episode, only half of it, then in the same episode, we will try to take on the Griffin. So, thank you so much for stumbling onto one of the most average gaming channels out there. Like and subscribe for more if you enjoyed the video. Check the corresponding playlist assuming something turns up, or one of the recommended that pops up below it. I am the Average Rook, and I shall see you soon, for there is more average content coming your way!